Hello everybody. Today we're going to be making CPD breeding basket. Um, Possible use for most egg laying type fish where you want to separate them from their eggs. But yeah, going to go over that here. And at the end, if you have any recommendations, suggestions, please let me know. Or if you have any ideas to improve, or if you just think my idea sucks, let me know. I'm going to start off here by measuring our standard 10-gallon aquarium. I've measured multiples of mine here, different manufacturers, and they do vary a little bit, but they're pretty close. This particular one, inside length, looking at 20 inches. That would be just over 50 centimeters metric. And looks like just under 10 inches wide. The depth isn't going to matter as much with CPDs. A lot of the old-time breeders or people that have been doing it for quite a while, they do a low water method, and I think that's what I'm going to try with these. So the water will probably only be about half full at its fullest until the fry are growing out and need more room. Then I can just add water according. But keep everything simple. I'm planning on a shallow spawn setup here, and yeah, let's get started. All right, so I'm going to be using this. Got this from, I think, Walmart. Plastic canvas. People use it for knitting and making designs on it. But I've seen LRB use a product like this. It's LRB Aquatics. He recently did a live stream where he was making some new breeding baskets, and he's used something similar to this for years. But this is my first time trying, and I'm doing it a little bit differently. He has his little baskets that he can just move to all sorts of different tanks. These are going to be a little bit more specific to 10-gallon tanks. Also, for everyone here, if you stay long enough, I'm going to have some fish room dollar store deals that have come in kind of handy for me. I'm going to show you some of those dollar store hacks. But let's get this breeder box figured out here. So we're looking at 20 long, 10 high, or 10 wide on the aquarium. This stuff is let's see here, about 18 inches long and 1 foot wide. So that's going to work out good because we don't need the full length for sure. We're going to have to focus mostly on the width, but yeah, we're going to want a little bit of a sidewall, enough that the fish can move around, swim around, but also not too much. So let me try to figure this out here. I get an idea of about, so maybe thirds. Let's see, so that's going to be it's a third of a foot, so probably about 4, yeah, and 4. So I'm going to measure in 4 inches. Let's see here. Sorry for the squeaky chair. I guess I could just I should have used a Sharpie, but didn't want that getting into my water. What I'm going to do here is find my folding point. There we go. Alright. Fold there, and then for me to decide how I'm going to do the ends. I'm going to have to go 4 inches there to make it even on this end, and then the other end I'll have some room to play with. I'm going to get this lined up here right. There we go. Alright. Now one of these sides I'm going to have to cut. I haven't fully thought this out, figured we'd figure it out on the run, or on the go. But if I cut in here, actually I think I'll cut in here, down to 4 inches. Fishing string off of there. Yeah, I know this is probably boring, but if you'd rather go faster, put it on 1.5 speed. Let's see here. So I've got my 4 inch measurements here. All the way down to 4 inches. One more. There we go. Stuff kind of messes with your eyes when you focus on it for too long. All right. And I wonder, that overall length, we go in about 4 inches. Yeah, I'm just going to do 4 inches all the way around. So, yeah, let me get this laid out and be right back. Alright, I got all that trimmed, and so just to kind of show you with those specific dimensions, I did it mostly just for ease. 4 inch by 4 inch, end up with a 4 inch square. I'll end up fastening these together. Let's go ahead and get that done. I just want to make sure there's no cracks at the bottom for, I don't know if you're familiar with CPDs, but if they can get through their breeding basket, they will certainly try. get another hand. Alright, let's drop that there. And this is what LRB had used, the twist tie or zip ties, and figured I would give that a try. Get this lined up here. Struggle bus. Oh, you just gotta laugh. There you go. We're gonna get this, and we're gonna do it embarrassingly on camera. There we go. Now we got some grip. All right. Well, I'm going to work on a few of these, and I'm not going to make you watch. All right. So this is after getting those sides kind of secured together. You'll see I have one more tie here. And that's because there's a little flap in here, and I don't want them to get behind it. So this is what I'm doing to remedy that problem. Just put one more zip tie in on this side to get this flap secured. Just wanted to at least show that. Try to make my everything I do as repeatable as possible and simple to understand. Hopefully I'm not way out of camera there. Got that put in there. Alright, well, I know I'm going to need to cut this one off, this one off. These I'll probably just go ahead and cut off. If I need to add something later, I can. Alright, there is that. Now, I don't think I'll need that. I was getting all prepared to, there goes my needle, to do a bunch of fishing line, but, and that, I think the fishing line in some ways would be better. That would be guaranteeing, but the amount of work of going through every single one of those holes and would take quite a while, but who knows, maybe someday I'll improve this design and use that. But let me grab to the tank. Oh, also, while I'm at it, my previous design, homemade design, this actually cost more than this. This was $1 at the dollar store. But again, I think these ribs are too wide in here. I think that the adults just eat the eggs and very few of them fall down through. And the depth, you know, they only have up to about here, and then I have my styrofoam put in. So ditching this idea, giving this a try. Yeah, with the 10-gallon tank here. Couple ways I can do this. One is to just have some rocks sitting on the bottom of the tank where this will just kind of sit on top of the rocks, and then the eggs will fall down beneath. And I think that's what I may do. I want to try a semi-bare bottom type without substrate, just for the trying to get some CPD, ABCD production. That's easy for you to say. Yeah, it doesn't look like these will quite fit sideways, but I could modify the design, go in another 2 inches, or actually 1 inch on each side. And then you could possibly put, let's see, 1, 2, 3. maybe 4 if you did it right. 4 would be getting a little too narrow, but you could certainly run multiples of these in one tank, and that's plenty deep enough for the CPD. They kind of like shallow water. But yeah, I will have an update video as I start to use this, and any updates for any changes I may make to the design. That was simple. Even with recording, it only took me about, I don't know, 25 minutes, 20 minutes maybe. But yeah, now on to the extra bonus for those who stayed around. Last week I'd won some fish food from Vibes Aquatics, actually some North Fin krill. Got a couple of his Spreading the Vibes stickers bucket. And then my dollar store goodies. You may have seen my unboxing video of the Ken's food last week. Trying to find an easier way other than getting into that bag all the time and sprinkling some out. Well, found these at the dollar store, and just a perfect little shake amount there. Got another one. This one here was the growth meal. And then here I have the premium floating high intensity pellets. I've already cleaned these. That's why I don't have both of them full. This one was still wet when I got it. But let's fill this one up and see how these pellets work in here. These are 1 millimeter. And that way I don't have to be opening this bag 4 or 5 times a day. Let's try this out. Pretty sure it's going to work. Yeah, does a good job at dispensing. And I've got more than that. For those of you who watch my On the River stuff, where I'm netting out fish and crawdads, well, I found all sorts of smaller bags, net mesh bags that they had there at the Dollar Tree. But this one here, it's a big old laundry bag, the pull string, good sized. But in helping me next summer, when I begin my adventures on the river again, I'll have some type of wire in here to kind of give it body and open up the mouth, and hopefully I can catch some more sculpins this next summer. I want to try to, there's supposed to be 3 different variety around here, just want to see what all I can catch and document the species. But also want to try to document some of those lobster-sized crayfish that we get in the Bitterroot River. You know, they get that big easy, but just trying to find them has been kind of tough. And yeah, I think that was it for my updates. You know, the only other dollar store update I have in there is that this basket that I had tried using before, that I told you all I'd give you an update on and show you how I made it. The reason I still have this one around, haven't showed you how I made it, is because it's not working very well. So I like to be honest in my what I try. If it works, I'll let you know. If it doesn't work, I'll let you know, and we'll keep working together to come up with better ideas, save money, make it easier for all of us to afford the hobby. And yeah, I hope that, you know, if you have any questions, again, you know, please ask down below in the comments. I will put a link to the LRB's video of making his breeder baskets. And also, all of you who love fish videos, go online to fishfam.link. If you are really into it, you know, certainly support them by subscribing to their Patreon. And you can always find who's streaming there. Some really cool features and stuff that help us. We're making video content, help us to promote that and, you know, promote what we have. So check out Fish Fam Link. They're a big help to all of us. And you have a wonderful day.